Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
Roydy showed up for work. Good morning, dudes. Yo, I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late today, guys. Had a dentist appointment, had to get things taken care of, but we're ready to go today. Good morning. Nice to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well today. We're gonna start the day not on this account, though, you know, obviously the prep has gone well so far overall. Nothing super new to report with my sailing prepping. I've just been working on farming a little bit lately to get my herblore supplies back up. So I'm slowly working through my very large amount of Renar seeds and Snapdragon seeds, because my pots have, you know, kind of gotten a bit low on this kind. I think it's a good idea to get that back up, because I don't know, you know, how many supplies we're going to end up using for Frost Dragons and stuff like that. So since I basically have everything else out of the way that I want to prep for sailing, I want to start getting like some of the food cooked and some of my potion supplies back up, and just make sure that I'm ready for the combat side of things that, you know, are going to follow the sailing grind. So otherwise, we're going to move over to the K counter today and, you know, potentially get some PVM going soon with the boys. You'd sell both of your big toes for that seed stack. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it, man? Have you prepped any fish offcuts? I've got like 1,600 or so raw shark fine fish offcuts so far. I'll probably get up to about 2K and leave it there. Lava Pure, thanks for the 16 a month prime sub. Appreciate you, bro. Kind of just want to get enough prepped to engage with the content, but not enough prep to like camp it for a long time, because it's just like the kind of thing that I'll eventually go do, I think. But not something that I'll like actively train or do while I'm working on 99. That might be like a post 99 thing for me, you know? Anyways, Lava Pure, thank you, dude, for the 16-month prime. Awesome Seal, thanks for the 25 months. And I agree, the text-to-speech thing there did not sound anything like me. Internet doesn't like Twitch today. Oof. Sorry. Yo, good morning, gents.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Pet Farmer.
Yep, number 8 coming in today.
Unreal, bro. Is that 3 out of 4 of DT2 pets?
That's 2 out of 4 now.
2 out of 4, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you had a Leviathan pet.
Oh, I wish. I think we'll save that for the iron, though. Gonna need that one on there. And then we landed Diverter's bottom 6. No.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one. Damn.
The leg curse.
Ouch. Did that come in while I was on? No, I guess not.
Hoping Mammal can balance, as I've said, you know. He's going up.
37 months, brother.
Yo, what's up, Blessed? Thanks, buddy. Curtis isn't human, he's 100% game. Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. Blessed, thank you, dude, for the 37 months. Terranol, thank you for the 73 months.
Drop rate on my prime sub. Your turn for a drop in raids now.
Dude,
nice on streak.
I hope so, man. Nice on the 73, but or the 69-month streak, 73 months total. That's like the perfect meme. You're gonna be like the only person to ever do that on my stream, I think. But yeah, I hope we are able to, you know, break the Drystreak soon, man. It's not looking good. We take all of our raid luck, it's like nothing, and then Curtis like stores all of that up, and then he uses it the next morning at DT2 bosses, and then we repeat the cycle, you know? It ain't working great right now. It ain't working great right now. That's all. Mr. Chancellor, Thank you, brother, for the 139 months. My longest running, I think, right now. What is it with V3 and legs? Dude, I literally don't know. We have some leg fetish. See you in 6 years with the same comment. Yo, what's up, Stone? Thanks, buddy, for the prime sub, man. Good morning, dude. I'm gonna get some different old school music on. But yeah, the V3 leg curse is real, dude. Sun-kissed bones is already doing delve. Yeah, looks like it.
Bit of doom before we start up on something else.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm gonna disappear for a couple of hours soonish, but I'll sync up when Mammal's back.
Yeah, no worries. Planning on rushing straight to 99 sailing? I am planning on rushing straight to 99 sailing on the Ironman. Yep, we're all taking a break.
Peach tabs for Zilly.
Yummy. It's a date.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. It's kind of intense music, isn't it? It's not right for pickpocketing. Honestly, I don't really know what we're going to get into this morning, man. I guess we're going to go to Godwar's Dungeon while Curtis is gone, so I guess Reddy and I will end up doing some duo content. And then TOB wants mammals on, I guess. That's going to be the play. On top 25, hopefully. Oh, really? Oh, wow, you're going big. Wish the music player was better, especially in our sleeve. The music in old school is so good. The music player is terrible. Like, it just is, man. It's just really bad. I'd love to get these seeds so I can get out of here, man. I've not spooned these things. Did you catch the insane sailing video that Jedi uploaded yesterday with GE challenge? I did not. I guess it's about the Barracuda trials? Because I think he was the record holder for all of the trials, right? It has some leaks in it. Holy crap. In-depth sailing mechanics, content leaks, computer-optimized Barracuda trials. Oh my gosh, they're doing it again, bro. They are computer-optimizing Barracuda trials. Are you kidding me? Like just like what was done with Yama? Dude, what is this new age old school RuneScape stuff? Like, this is crazy. Alright, let's sub to Red Eye Jedi. Let's make sure that we have his name on screen so we give him some credit here. But let's just glance through real quick. And then I'll be sure to link the video so people can, you know, see what this is about. But I am curious. Let's see.
This video is brought to you by myself, Red Eye Jedi, and GE Challenge M, who I'll refer to as Gek for the rest.
So GE Challenge, for those that don't know, is a mega gamer. He's basically set like every speedrun possible in old school RuneScape. Like he's huge. Big PVMer, very talented. I'll turn up the sounds.
Of the video. You may know Gek from his God Wars guides and quest speedruns on YouTube. All of the technical information in this video comes from his research, and honestly, this video would not be possible without him. You'll find links to his channel in the description. In this video, we will be breaking down how boat movement works under the hood and how it differs completely from player movement. We'll talk about speed, true quarter...
The first 5 minutes is just yap. Let's move forward a little bit.
...path, direction. When sailing, your boat continues to travel indefinitely in the direction you clicked until you decide to stop or change course.
Okay. Yep.
Clicking north-northwest, for example, makes the boat continuously move in that direction, effectively performing a repeating L-shaped path. Players move at 2 different speeds, and boats move at 8 different speeds, starting at 0.5 tiles per tick to a max speed of 4 tiles per tick. Some of you with a keen eye may have noticed the boat speed interface showed speeds incrementing in values of 64 during the sailing betas. A speed of 64 is equal to 0.5 tiles, and I have been told this
0.5 tiles.
interface will show true speed for release, so you will now see 0.5 and 1.0 speed on your interface instead of 64 and 128 like the beta had. But why did it show values of 64? In the engine, a tile is defined as a 128 by 128 unit square. When it comes to sailing, things get a bit complex. Tiles at sea appear as though they've been subdivided into a 4x4 grid of 32 by 32 unit squares. But Jagex didn't actually remap the ocean into smaller tiles. Instead, the engine uses a clever trick. When you step onto your boat, your character is teleported far away from the main world map into what's called your boat instance. The boat instance is a static 8x8 tile area, or 8x16 for larger boats.
How do they find this stuff out, man?
Your boat is always facing south, with all of its contents, including yourself, fixed in this static area. Back in the main world, the engine draws a boat entity where your boat should be. This entity acts as a placeholder. It has a rectangular hitbox, and every frame, the boat instance is rendered at that entity's position. The center point of the entity is its logical position. It can lie at 0, 32,
Naturally.
64, or 96 units within a normal 128 by 128 tile. The boat entity can also rotate in 22.5 degree increments, though your instance itself doesn't rotate. Only the rendering in the main world does.
Wow.
Here is a normal tile, and next to it we have a sailing tile. As you can see, we are now moving in quarter tile steps while sailing on our boat. At a speed of 0.5, this is how your boat's true quarter tile updates when travelling north, north-northeast, and northeast. Let's take a look at all 8
Right, because your boat's in the southwestern tile, right? The southwestern tile. The southwestern interface southwestern tile.
speeds side by side.
Okay.
This is how your true quarter tile updates at every possible boat speed. Going back to a speed of 0.5, let's take a look at your true tile travelling in every direction for a total of 8 ticks.
Dude, I swear, some people can literally get a PhD in old school RuneScape. It's unreal, man.
Here we can see when travelling at a 45-degree angle.
The delta of x equals round 64 times 0.7071 divided by 32 equals 1. Like, what?
So northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest, we are losing 0.59 quarter tiles of distance per tick, which is very noticeable when travelling in game. Travelling 22.5 degrees, so north-northeast for example, we are gaining 0.23 quarter tiles per
Wait. I see what he's saying. It's more efficient speed-wise to go north-northeast than it is to go northeast or north. And northeast is like the least efficient to go. One sailing game tick, sailing game tick, sailing game tick, sailing game tick, or I can move basically twice as fast in the L shape north-northeast. Whoa!
a tick. But why is this?
That's actually big.
Let's take a deeper look at what the engine is doing to calculate our movements. At 0.5 speed, the engine defines this as moving 64 units at 0 degrees north. When we move to 22.5 degrees north-northeast, the engine calculates a movement of 64 units at exactly that angle, which would ideally land us at the position marked by this red dot. However, the
it
engine
can't do
doesn't
that.
store positions as floating point values.
So it puts it here.
Instead, it rounds the final position to the nearest point on its integer grid.
Wow.
In this case, the position
And then
snaps
look at this
upward,
one. This is the
giving us
midpoint.
a slight gain
So
of
it goes
about
back.
0.23 quarter tiles of extra distance.
This is literally
When we continue
gigabrain.
rotating to 45 degrees northeast, you can see that the nearest grid point now causes us to snap downward, resulting in a loss of 0.59 quarter tiles of distance. This rounding behavior also affects our true angle of travel, meaning the actual direction we move in is slightly different from the intended one. While that difference isn't particularly useful in gameplay terms, it's a neat detail to note. It's worth mentioning that the true angles you are travelling and the distances lost and gained are different for every speed. For the best hole, being a rosewood hole, the relevant speeds are 3.5 and 4.0 tiles per tick. Understanding which angles are fastest for these speeds is important for optimizing a world record.
So different boats at different speeds, because there's 8 different speeds, are going to have different directions that are more optimal. So what he's saying, I guess, and he'll probably go over this, is sometimes if your boat speed is mega, then the dot might be right here, which means it's going to round to this one up here, but it would still be like, say, here, so it'll only round to here. So this direction northeast would be better in some boat speed. So you'll have to know which direction, north, northeast, 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 east, east, northeast, east, northeast, east, whatever, is right for every single boat speed. That's crazy. I'm gonna need a freaking gigabrain chart on my second monitor.
Before we move on to the Barracuda trials, let's take a look at a really obscure rounding error bug discovered by Gek, which could only occur at a speed of 3 tiles per tick. When travelling diagonally at any 45-degree angle, your movement should be even. However, at this specific speed, something strange happens. Instead of moving evenly, one direction ends up faster than the others, that being northeast. Normally, movement is calculated in fine units, 128 per tile, then divided by 32 and rounded. The problem shows up when the result lands on exactly 0.5. The game always rounds up, even for negatives. So instead of the result being 9 and -9, which would be perfectly symmetric, it becomes +9 and -8, breaking the symmetry. This leads to you veering slightly north when moving northwest, veering slightly east when moving southeast, and stopping 1/4 tile short when travelling southwest. This broke collision detection and led to players getting stuck in places they shouldn't have. And thanks to Gek giving Jagex the heads up, we managed to get this patched, and we now travel evenly in all directions at this speed.
Wow.
Finally, here is an infographic showing the boat speeds, wind durations,
that is
and hit
like
points.
next level like QA testing right there, to notice that little bitty detail.
Of all 21 boats you will have access to on launch. It also shows what upgrades you will need for each Barracuda trial, as well as additional HP and defenses from building every kill.
So this right here is going to be mega helpful. I'm trying to see what these say, and it's kind of tough to make it out. Let's maybe go. Oh yeah, I can actually read this a little bit better now. Boat speed. That, and literally that actually looks like it says race car to me. Let me put this in theater mode so I can see this a little bit better. Nope, still can't see it. I need larger. Okay, there we go. Let me recapture this for you guys real quick. Hang on. I feel like this is going to be a very mega useful thing right here. So base speed, rapid cap, rapid plus wind cap, and hit points is what's across here. And then we have additional HP. The different keels give more HP for your boat. Armor, so the boats have armor based on the keels as well. Crystal flex resistance gained. Not really sure what that is yet. Maybe he'll go over it. Rapid resistance level, bronze, iron. So this is the helm. I don't know what rapid resistance is. Tangled kelp resistance gained. Oh, so like resistance towards different features in the different waters in different oceans, and then storm resistance level based on the mast. So the camphor and above, the biggest ones. Wind duration. So this is like when you trim your sails. I think you get 20 ticks of speed boost with the regular mast, 36 ticks of speed boost with a rosewood mast. Rapid resistance 1 required for Barracuda's trials, 2 required for Jubbly Jive, 3 required for Gwyneth Glide. These are the 3 different Barracuda trials, and 4 required next year for a new trial. Crystal flex resistance is required to access the Gwyneth Glide. That makes sense because the waters have crystals all over it. Fetid water resistance is required to access the Jubbly Jive. This is gained via building an inoculation station on your ship. Okay. And then rapids are plus 0.5 speed per rapid until cap is reached. And then wind is also plus 0.5 speed. Holy crap,
As you
man.
can see, you will need an
I'm going to have to like literally like go to sleep listening to this like YouTube video so I can like ingrain it into my brain before this thing comes out.
Adamant kill to gain crystal flecked resistance, gaining the ability to sail the crystal seas within the Glenif Glide. For fetid water resistance, you will need to build an inoculation station to handle the fetid waters around the Jubbly Jive. Let's dive into the Barracuda Trials. Barracuda Trials is a skilling activity unlocked at level 30 sailing. Gameplay involves navigating obstacles at sea, in which players must deliver rum and lost supplies to the Barracudas as quickly as possible. Each trial has 3 ranks of difficulty: Swordfish, Shark and Marlin, each with increasingly strict time limits and collection requirements. The first completion of each tier awards bonus sailing experience and unlocks the ability to try the next tier.
Definitely a good idea to highlight
fastest
the
completion
crates.
time and ranks are tracked by the scoreboard. Playing currently is the 1 minute and 15 second Swordfish world record set by myself during the beta. Upon completing the Swordfish trial, you will be awarded with a Stormy Key.
Look at, he's going north-northeast again.
And the reward given for Shark and Marlin are 100% guaranteed upon beating the target time. All rewards from every trial,
He's staying
including the
north-northeast
Jubbly
whenever he
Jive
can.
and Glenif Glide, will be revealed
And he's
shortly.
even flicking it. Look at this. He's
At the
one
end of
tick
the run,
flicking
you save
north-northeast.
3 ticks on world record by exiting the boat and running to the front. 2 things are happening here. The rum is thrown from your player's position, not your boat's position, and moving to the front of the boat saves 1 tick on the throw. For an accidental
He gets off his boat and runs
myself
3
and
steps
Gek
north. Oh
realised
my.
It was possible to save an additional 2 ticks, ending the timer instantly when the rum is thrown, instead of waiting for the projectile delay of the throw. The final
Wait,
box collected
say that one more
just
time?
so happens to be in a perfect accidental discovery. My front of the boat saves 1 tick on the throw. For an accidental discovery, myself and Gek realised it was possible to save an additional 2 ticks, ending the timer instantly when the rum is thrown, instead of waiting for the projectile delay of the throw. The final box collected just so happens to be in a perfect spot to make this possible. Every time a crate is collected or rum is delivered, the game checks whether you meet the criteria for finishing the course. Your crate and rum counts go up instantly when they start flying, but the end of game check only happens when their animation finishes. So if you pick up the final crate and before its animation finishes you throw the final rum, the game ends instantly after the crate animation finishes, ignoring the rum throw animation completely, saving the additional 2 ticks.
If you think that you are gonna race to 99 or 200 mil, you're not gonna beat this, man. Oda Block right now thinks that he can get like one of the first 99s. He said he's willing to spend like 200 bill on it. Oda, unless you can see the game as the Matrix like this guy can, bro, just give it up, man. It's not gonna happen, dude. It's not gonna happen. Just give it up, man.
During the beta, Gek spent a lot of time figuring out the mechanics with the goal of writing a
Remember, you need to go north-northeast with certain boats, but not with other boats. And Oda Block has to sit there going, never eat sour apples to figure out which direction is which, man. There's no never eat sour apple for north-northeast. It's cooked.
pathfinding AI to solve and produce an optimal path. I asked Gek why he did this and what his goals were with this, and this is what Gek had to say.
Hey, I'm G-Challenge-M, and one of my favorite things in old school RuneScape is doing niche speedruns. You know, the kind where the time saves are insanely hard to discover, but super satisfying and easy to execute once you figure them out. The Barracuda trials fit that description perfectly. Before you can even start optimizing though, you have to understand how the game actually works, in detail. Every little mechanic can be turned into a time save if you know what you're doing. So during the sailing alpha, I spent most of my time running tests, poking at everything and figuring out what makes the system tick. By the time the alpha ended, I had a pretty solid understanding of the core mechanics. But I hadn't tested collision in detail, and that ended up being a big deal. Still, I managed to handcraft a surprisingly good route using just Microsoft Paint, drawing pixels. Yeah, not exactly high tech, but it worked. Of course, I knew there was no way that path was perfect. there are just too many variables. So I decided to write a pathfinder that could calculate the optimal path
Pathfinder.
for me. Now I already knew I couldn't make it figure out the best crate order. That's basically the traveling salesman problem, one of the hardest problems in computer science. There is no known efficient solution for it, and finding one would literally earn you $1 million. So instead, I focused on finding the fastest route given a specific crate order.
Hang on. The traveling salesman problem is a classic optimization challenge where a salesperson must find the shortest possible route to visit a given set of cities and return to the starting city, visiting each one exactly once. It's a difficult problem because the number of possible routes grows exponentially with the number of cities, making brute force checking infeasible for large sets. Therefore, efficient algorithms like dynamic programming or various heuristic methods are used to find the optimal or near optimal solution. Now, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because every one that's added, it's just like like another power of possibilities, huh?
My first attempt was an A-star pathfinder. It's a really solid algorithm. If your heuristic is good, it guarantees the optimal path. But even with a decent setup, my version would have taken literal years to finish. That's because the Barracuda trials are way more complex than they look. Your boat state isn't just position and angle, it's 10 different variables. You've got your X and Y coordinates, the angle of the boat, your current target crate, your stacked rapids boost count, the rapids you last sailed over, the time since you last sailed over those rapids, the time until the next wind boost is available, and the remaining wind boost time. So yeah, 10
a lot of variables.
dimensions. To speed things up, I tried making my heuristic a bit cheaty. Not perfectly accurate, but faster. And the problem? The results were actually worse than what Red Eye Jedi and I could manually do in Microsoft Paint. So the A-star ID was a dead end. Next, I moved to a beam search algorithm. The concept is simple, but powerful. You set a beam size, say 100,000 states. Each tick, the program simulates all possible actions. Turning, slowing down, using boosts, or even a combination of those. And then, it keeps only the 100,000 most promising options and repeats. Tick after tick, until you reach the finish. And yeah, this worked way better than A-star. Increase the beam size and the routes just keep improving. But then I hit a wall. My collision model was too simple. And I tried using a more accurate one, everything slowed down again. So during the sailing beta, I ran a bunch of new collision tests. Eventually, I came up with a model that matched the in-game behavior almost perfectly. And I even found out that collision can help you. If you angle your boat just right, so the
Collision can help you.
backflip slightly into an obstacle, the collision actually pushes you forward. That was huge. I couldn't wait to see my Pathfinder use that. After the beta, I dove back into the code. I implemented the proper collision mechanics, and yeah, it got painfully slow again. So I had to make it faster. A lot faster. That's where memorization came in. Basically, there are only so many ways collisions can happen. So instead of recalculating them every single time, I pre-computed them all at the start. Now the program just looks up the result instantly. That one change saves an absurd amount of time. Then I went all in on optimization. More memorization, parallel processing, better data structures, and even switching to a faster garbage collector, ZGC. The result? A massive speed up. I could now scale the beam size so high that my RAM became the bottleneck. And I had already bitpacked the boat state data to squeeze out every last byte. So I did something clever. Since beam search only needs the current beam, I dumped old ones onto my SSD to free up RAM. Then, at the end, the program just loads them back. The result beam size ended up being about 100 or even 1000 times larger than it was before. For the Swordfish course of Tempered Trantum, I tested how the best route improved as I increased the beam size. It kept getting better until around 200,000.
I don't really understand the beam size stuff.
I think it's safe to say my
In the Swordfish trial, this led me
optimal route.
with Gek hard at work on his AI optimizing the Swordfish trial. This left me plenty of time to make a route for the Marlin course. After many hours, I was able to produce a final time of 3 minutes and 57 seconds. This is by no means optimal, but is the current world record. I really enjoy the Barracuda trials. On a normal agility course, ignoring unique time saves, you can find an optimal route easily. Just click from obstacle to obstacle, and the pathing algorithm will draw the shortest path for your player. That doesn't work for a perpetual movement system like a boat. Between one tick and the next, the boat can enter one of 9 possible states. It can rotate left 22.5 degrees, it can rotate right 22.5 degrees.
I'll catch you guys in a couple of hours. Good luck.
Sounds good, buddy.
See ya. Enjoy the dinner.
With speed staying the same, increasing by 0.5, or decreasing by 0.5. If a course takes n ticks, the total number of unique possible paths is 9 to the power of n. For the Marlin course, that comes out to 9 to the power of 395. There are 10 to the power of 80 atoms in the observable universe, and 9 to the power of 395 is 10 to the power of 297 times larger than the total atoms in our observable universe. So a pathfinding AI could potentially have to sort through an amount of possibilities comparable to duplicating every atom by 10 to the power of 297.
What?
Imagine you take the observable universe and duplicate every atom one by one. Do this again 100 trillion times.
Okay.
The resulting number of atoms would still be vastly smaller than the state space of the Marlin trial. This number is unfathomable to comprehend. Many
Stop thinking you're gonna beat them to 99.
paths converge to the same line, so that can simplify it. While in these calculations, we
This is
consider it as
wild.
being different. This is the route I will be using on release, and I will be looking forward to future videos from Gek, pushing the limits of the trial. Let's talk about rewards from Shark and Marlin, as well as all the rewards from the Jubbly Jive and the Gwyneth Glide. From the Shark course, you will receive a barrel stand. A barrel stand is used to make a keg station on your ship, which stores various brews that can buff you and your crew's actions on your boat. From the Marlin course, you will receive Ralph's Fabric Roll. This is the mystery item needed to create flags and trims on your ship. The Jubbly Jive has 3
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? You remember the mystery item we saw yesterday? Like if you look at, actually, I think you can find this in game as well. There is a, what did he say that it was used for, chat? There's something that says mystery item. What did he just say?
various brews that can buff you and your crew's actions on your boat. From the Marlin course, you will receive Ralph's Fabric Roll. This is the mystery item needed to create flags and trims on your ship.
Flags and trims. You see this? It says mystery item right here. Mystery ingredient. Trims, mystery ingredient. So you have to beat the Marlin course to get it. Is that what it's saying? And the Marlin is the most stringent completion time for the Barracuda trials. Dude, Red Eye Jedi, I'm freaking loving this, by the way. This is genius, man. Not to like, boost your ego too much, but this is crazy.
The Jubbly Jive has
I hope you don't mind me watching this on stream, by the way. If you want me to turn it off, I'm happy to turn it off.
3 unique rewards. For Swordfish, you will receive a fetid key. The purpose of this key is unknown. For Shark, you will receive a captured wind mote. This is required to build a wind catcher on your ship. For Marlin, you will receive Gertob's Fabric Roll, another item needed to create flags and trims on your ship. The Gwyneth Glide's rewards follow a similar pattern. For Swordfish, you will receive a serrated key. The use
Is this the stuff that's in the collection log by chance? It's all GE's work. You guys are crazy, man. Sailing miscellaneous, ocean encounters, no. Sea treasures, no. I guess not. Barracuda trials? Is Barracuda trials on here? Mini games, Barracuda trials. Ralph's Fabric Roll. Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, so the Barracuda trials things. The Stormy Key, the Barrel Stand, Ralph's Fabric Roll, the Fetid Key, the Captured Wind Mote. That's how you build the wind stuff on your boat. Huh.
for this is unknown. For Shark, you will receive the Heart of Ifhel. This is required to build the Crystal Extractor Facility on your ship. The Crystal Extractor Facility will periodically generate wind motes for a wind catching facility. The wind catcher can store a maximum of 2 winds, whilst the gale catcher can store a maximum of 3. When it comes to collision, I could sit here and talk about the fine details of collision, but ain't nobody got time for that. However, using collision to our advantage, we are able to do what me and Gek call a boat proxy.
Look at that. You see that? He hit that just the right way. What GE was talking about is if you hit the rocks in just the perfect way, it actually gives you a speed boost instead of bricking you.
This is where your boat enters collision and gets pushed out, resulting in a boost of speed. This takes the maximum speed from 4.15, traveling 22.5 degrees, to 5.37 tiles in a tick,
Wow.
gaining 1.22 tiles of distance in a single proxy. For large boats, we can gain 1.56 tiles of distance in a single proxy, resulting in a max speed of 5.71 tiles over a single tick. So how do you perform a proxy, and why does it work? Whenever you turn, your boat is rotated 22.5 degrees and checks whether your boat's hitbox overlaps any squares that are blocked. If it does, the boat is pushed away 1/4 of a tile away at a time from the tiles that were collided with until the rotated boat doesn't overlap with any collision. This check is performed up to 5 times within the same tick, resulting in a maximum of 5 quarter tile pushes. In this image, we rotate the back of our boat into a 1x1 area of collision. The boat's hitbox intersects with the south and west edge of the collision. The engine will now push us in those directions away from the wall until we are no longer inside of the collision.
Right.
Once out of the collision, we continue with our intended speed from the point we were pushed to, resulting in gaining the full distance of the push.
Naturally.
All of this happens within a single tick, gaining 3 quarter tiles of movement, or 0.7 tiles in the southwest direction in this specific case.
I literally never gonna happen.
During the beta, I found a way to break out.
I'm gonna give you that
There was a
one.
wall blocking access to the rest of the map, but Jagex left a 1x1 gap perfect for the raft to enter. After breaking out, I was able to visit every...
Wait.
This
What?
happens within a single tick, gaining 3 quarter tiles of
Wait, he
movement, or
broke out?
0.7 tiles in the southwest direction in this specific case. During the beta, I found a way to break out. There was a wall blocking access to the rest of the map, but Jagex left a 1x1 gap perfect for the raft to enter. After breaking out, I was able to visit every island, as well as the second and third Barracuda trial. I managed to break onto land here and perform the world's first boat jump. Earlier
He already knows more than everyone in the game. Because he broke out during the beta? You've practiced the other Barracuda trials?
I mentioned the 3 keys, one from each Barracuda trial had an unknown use. We have found that each Barracuda trial will award what appears to be a cosmetic outfit, and it is our assumption this is what each key will give you. Let's go over the rest of the facilities. The sonar and Fremnik sonar orbs appear to have been renamed to the Fathom Stone and Fathom Pearl. The Fathom Stone facility is capable of peering into the depths of the ocean, useful for detecting the rough location of nearby shoals at sea. The Fathom Pearl is the enhanced version, which can pinpoint the exact location of fish shoals. The Chum Spreader is a station that can be used to spread all types of fish offcuts into the sea while deep sea trawling. When doing so, it can take offcuts directly from your cargo hold. The Teleport Focus allows you to teleport your boat to the dock or mooring point you are currently at. The Greater Teleport Focus allows you to teleport your boat to the dock or mooring point you are currently at, as well as letting you teleport to where the boat is as well. The Anchor Facility allows you to drop an anchor to stop the boat, though we are unsure why this is needed, as you can manually stop your boat in the same amount of time. We can only speculate some areas of the sea may have a current to prevent you from stopping unless dropping an anchor. Let's go over the salvaging rares and the Sailor's Amulet. There are 8 total shipwreck types to salvage. There are 8 unique rares from turning in your salvage, and they are as follows: Rusty Locket, Mouldy Block, Dull Knife, Broken Compass, Rusty Coin, Broken Sextant, Smashed Mirror, and a Mouldy Doll. There are 8 fragments of the Sailor's Amulet. It is my assumption here that you need to turn the rares from the salvaging into an NPC, one from each shipwreck type, to receive each fragment piece to create the Sailor's Amulet. There are teleport locations on the amulet, though we are not 100% sure on the accuracy of this information. They are as follows: Port Roberts, the Pandemonium, and Deep Fin Point. There is also the Medallion of the Deep. We have no idea how to obtain this, but we do know that it allows the wearer to breathe underwater. In the game's files, Gek discovered
Whoa. This is spoilers, man.
25 unique ground tiles, which clearly make up a puzzle. We can only speculate this puzzle is part of an upcoming quest. Gek put the tiles together to create this image, which may be the solution to a puzzle somewhere on release. If you have any questions about something in this video, or even not in this video, please ask in the comments. If I know the answer, I will answer it. If there is something that might help you with your sailing prep, just ask. I will leave you with the footage of me entering the second and the third Barracuda trial. During the third trial, I discovered a new mechanic that freezes your navigation helm, requiring you to click it 3 times to break free, gaining a boost of speed. It is entirely speculation, but with this
So I'll look at this one time because I'm not going to remember any of it. I'm not going to end up studying this for the next Barracuda trials and whatnot, but mega interesting that they broke into these, you know?
boost of speed, it may be possible to take the max speed of 4 to 4.5 tiles per tick, but currently we do not know if this is additional speed beyond the currently known cap. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and again, if you have any questions about anything,
And obviously, looking at this, like, this one's obviously, like,
please
not
ask
fully
down in the
made
comments
yet.
and I will get back to you. Link to the Google Doc
Maybe it
for
is,
the
I don't
video
know.
will be in the description, and I think that's it. I'm done yapping. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and I will see you guys on the next one.
I'm just gonna skip through a bit. They're older versions, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, look at you know what the Prifdinus area one looks like now versus this. Wait, is he just taking mega damage? Just taking a oh, because he's got a raft though, right? And there's like damaging things happening constantly in the water. Look at that. This last trial is gonna be crazy. Unless you have a properly set up boat for it. Expected that. Super interesting, man. Well, if you guys want to check out that video in full, here it is in the chat. Mega spoilers in it, but very, very, very interesting information. Absolutely hilarious. You broke out of the restricted area and reported Coxie just in case. And also, I don't know, but my YouTube stream today might get demonetized for playing the music. We'll see. Oh well. That's wild, dude. That's actually wild. That's a lot of... There's like 30 times more that goes into... Dire Dox is usually okay. I think you're right, actually. There's like 30 times more that goes into ship movement and the Barracuda Trial speedruns than I ever thought there would be. Wait, I got one finally. Oh, yes. Did I just get this? Yeah, like 5 pickpockets ago. Heck yeah. Guys, I think I'm actually done with pickpocketing elves. Nice. All right. We can maybe go corrupt our bow now, or our blade now. Let's go see. Hang on. I don't have the levels. I could have actually just gone and gotten the levels and it would have been faster, but I gotta go farm real quick. Let's get a Dragon Axe. Let's go farm 1 crystal tree, and that should give me enough shards to finish up what I need. Dragon Axe, Dragon Axe, Dragon Axe. Spade. Have any more saplings? Crystal saplings? No. Another day, another Curtis drop. Another day, another Curtis drop, dude. Man cannot be stopped. I have an acorn? Okay. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Just need to make sure I get enough shards from that, which I did. Perfect. So that puts me at 1204. Very well calculated, because now if I turn these two in, I get 1500, and then I should be able to corrupt my blade. I think we got the math right here. We'll see. It's only 1k. I don't have the level for it, so I think it's an extra 500. Okay, let's turn those in for shards. It gives us 1500. And now we'll have to go pay lady to corrupt this, I think. Why corrupt just for the recolor? Yeah, for the recolor. I'll hit more damage if it's red. I can't even find this thing in my inventory, man. I'm used to using a red one. Alright, let's talk to... No, let's use the Blade of Seldor on her. What would you like me to craft? A corrupted Blade of Seldor. Corrupting your charged blade will cost 1409 shards. Oh yeah, because I've already got some charges on it, right? The crystal stored has been used to reduce the cost. Perfect. Let's go. There it is. Alright, we got a corrupted blade finally. Unlimited charges, which I don't care about. I literally just wanted to have this thing red. That's what I did all of that for. That's why I've spent 2,000 pickpockets at elves, so I can make a red blade. It was worth it. It means more DPS. So now we have red blade, we have black crystal, we have red. No, we have black bofa. I kind of changed my bofa back to red. I'll be the only farmer with miscolored. Or if I don't do that, I can change the... No, I'm going to keep the blade red because I'm going to get the Dead Man mode recolor for the Bofa. And then I'll have the black and red scheme with everything. With the crystal armor, with the Bofa, and then with the red blade. I think we're going to be solid. That works. Every tick you don't have to look for the blade is more DPS. Exactly. And when you have a red blade, it's easier for me to identify that it's a blade because this is what color it is on all of my other accounts. So I don't have to like stumble in my inventory and lose ticks looking for my clear blade and trying to process what that item is. So it's literally a DPS boost to use a red one because it's the color of my blade on my other accounts. Perfect. We did it, Roydy. We got the red blade of Seldor.
Let's go.
I'm glad you're so pumped about it. You down with some God Wars dungeon by chance? Or you want to keep delving? I'm good either way.
Yeah, we can do God Wars.
Sweet. That's the most emotion you've ever heard out of Roydy? Let's go. Why do I have Oathplate on? Somebody please answer that for me. Because my crystal's red on my other account. See? DPS loss doing different things, man. I think I just need some Pegasian boots. I saw a video on Lord of the Rings extended cut redone to only include moments where Legolas is talking directly to Frodo. And
That's a fast cut.
yeah, it goes, and you have my bow, and then it cuts to the next scene and he goes, come on, and then it's over. That's
Yeah,
all
and even
of
then he's
his
speaking like
lines.
more generally rather than like directly to Frodo.
How does he know that? Okay. Brody's Lord of the Ring knowledge is unmatched? Suppose so, man. He has Lord of the Rings permanently on a side monitor. Well, I mean, there is like a full Lord of the Rings movie emote, isn't there? Did you guys finish Oathplate? We did, man. We did. You went Horn duty or you went ZGS duty?
I'll horn.
Cool. Loves and done. Thanks for the 8-month prime, my man. Appreciate you, bro. All right, let's see. Room pouch with death charge. I'd say don't use thralls. When Mamelite did it last time, it's much easier to flip-flop Zilly back and forth, as well as the minions, if neither is using thralls. In a duo. But definitely bring death charge. Actually, if you're horning, you probably don't need death charge. But can't bring. Okay, Zammy cloak.
I'd always like horn and then crystal halberd myself.
Yeah.
Or Nox Alley once whacker.
Yeah, actually probably not a bad idea. You get the horn boost too, yeah. Kind of smart. You can definitely horn Crystal Halley and have enough spec back as long as you get 2 of the kills. Smart idea.
Only issue is no super combat or really good melee strength bonus at all.
Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
Yeah, but I bet you it'd still be worth. The Crystal Halley with horn apparently only works on the first hit splat. Oh, I didn't know that.
Lame.
Spudo, thanks for the 4-month resub. Welcome back, man. Swap lunars for pot share? Nah. We have everything we need. I think so. I'm missing things.
Been away for a while. Happy to be back.
Yo, what's up, Retro? Thanks, buddy, for the tier 3 31 months. Welcome back, dude. How are we? Book of the Dead? Nah, not using thralls. Wife's been pretty ill. Oh, sorry, dude. What group content's on the menu when more farmers are online? Probably TOB today when everyone's on, man. It's typically the play for us. Today you get a Sang staff? That'd be cool. That would be pretty sweet, man. Any big drops lately? Nah, a lot of white chests in our group content. Curtis, of course, is pulling a ton of content, but you know, a ton of drops, but we have not been so fortunate. Isn't it funny that armor crossbows come from Sarah? Not if you understand the lore. Guzu fell for the sandwich lady doing DT too. That's so funny. Is this it? All right, let's see. Hang on. I need more than that, man. I need more than that. That's so good. Where's the, like, show full video, man? That's funny. It was just like 2 minutes ago. Oh, wow. He died? Oh, no. That's funny, man. That's such a good part of the quest, man. That it disguises as the sandwich lady. He died the first time fighting. Not sure about that time. Oh, okay. He fought the dude for full 3 minutes the first time he spawned. Oh, wow. Can you even kill him? I don't think so, huh? He killed it? Oh, I didn't even know you could. That should just like end him. Like, he shouldn't be able to come back after that. That enemy spawned in your house when you did DT2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On the day of release, I got sandwich lady at the GE naked, had to run around the bank and gear up while praying. I had nothing in inventory to teleport. You can't kill him, he teleports away from me at the end of the fight? Oh, okay, I see. I see. That makes sense. Free priest kill. You can teleblock him? I mean, I would imagine not. Morning, Faux. Good morning, Ryan. What's up, bud? Alright. How many deaths that cost day one? Oh, I bet you a lot, man. The sandwich lady disguise? Bet you a lot. Gonna do some solo KC? Nah, Rody and I are teaming up to both hit some. Yo, what's up, Baythug? Thank you, brother. Appreciate the 18 months, man. Welcome back. 6 days till sailing, bro. 6 days to go. Do we think we need a decent bit of raw GP for sailing? Probably 5 mil or less, I'd say. I have 50 plus prepped on my iron, but probably 5 mil or less, if I had to guess. You're telling me I'm camping some mother of mine to get a coal bag to get all the bars ready for sailing? It'd be faster if you to just go make the bars, honestly, man. You know, don't spend 20 hours getting a coal bag. Instead, just spend 10 hours making all the bars without the coal bag. You feel me? I think that would be a better idea. You know what else I think would be a good idea, man? If you guys type exclamation Starforge in the chat and check out Starforge Systems for their Black Friday sale. Because it's going on now, a bit early, and it's the season to save, my guys. So you can check out my sponsors at Starforge Systems and save up to $1,000 off of select PCs. They've got a lot to choose from. They have a lot of custom PCs to choose from. They've got an old school RuneScape custom PC to choose from. You can get your own Infernal Cape, and you can actually buy it without getting banned. Kind of crazy, I know. It also comes with a year membership for free added on top, and a massive desk mat for your mouse pad purposes, and wall art as well. They got a lot of extras with it. Or if you guys want to, they have refurbished PCs offered again. They bring these out sometimes, refurbished and open box PCs. Massive savings typically on these. Some of them, $200 off, some of them $400 off. If you get down to the really expensive ones, they tend to take a ton off. This one right here, $600 off. You know, they've got some pretty big savings on some of these larger systems. And typically these are, either products that were returned, or they had a small issue with it, so they returned it, and basically they took all of the working components and built a PC with the working components. But since it's already open box or refurbished, they give you a big discount on that. So if you guys do want to check out my sponsors at Starforge Systems, you can do it, exclamation Starforge in the chat. And if you use the code Faux at checkout, including all the other savings that you have, you get an additional $1 off with my discount code. Literally $1 off. So make sure you check them out today and pick up a new PC for Black Friday. All of this just to run old school RuneScape. Well, I've been reading on the Reddit, man, that the sailing resources are a little graphically intense for some people, and they're having some problems, loading some different areas. So maybe it is worth it nowadays, you know what I mean? But also a lot of gamers play more than just old school RuneScape, and that's really what it is, man. Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick while Rhodey's getting Casey. I'll be right back, chat. Get some coffee too. Oh no! Did I get a raid? Oh shit. I'm sorry guys, I got hungry. I went and got some of my wife's sourdough. She's been on a sourdough kick lately. And I'm on the best receiving end of it, because I get to eat it all. Yo! Guzu! I heard you got sandwich ladied, bro! I heard you got sandwich ladied. Oh, it's so good, man. Shows food to make good up. Oh, it's just a small piece of bread, man. To the Undercity, no kidding. Wow. Well, welcome, guys. Just a sec.